plastic bag, and they're kind of escaping. So I'm going to dump them out in this bucket first before I put them in the bin, and hopefully gather up the ones that have escaped and add them to the mix. As you can see, they're all over the bag here. They'll be much happier in the dirt than they are on the bag, I'm sure. I don't know if they crawled out of the bag or if they just never got quite in there from the worm farm. It's not a solid plastic bag, it's kind of like a mesh bag. So I'm guessing they were able to crawl out from there. But we'll save what we can, and I'm sure I'll lose a few. The ones that are outside of the bag are starting to dry out just a little bitty bit. So, they might not have made it anyway. So I'll take what's left and rinse it out outside and give them a chance to at least get back into the dirt. Okay, here's what we got. We got 2 pounds of red wigglers and some bedding. There's quite a few worms in there. They don't like the light, so they're trying to crawl down into the, get away from the light and stay in the bedding. So I will open up and add them into the worm farm. Okay, so first thing I'll do, take the top off, remove the layer of wet newspaper, and remove the layer of wet shredded newspaper. And you can see my pile of food here. It's getting pretty prime, so it's been sitting in there a week, and the worms are just going to love it. So we're going to add them in there, and the instructions say to put them away from the food, let them find it on their own. But I've got 2 pounds of worms, and maybe 1 pound would have been adequate, but it was a special deal, so I took them. But that'll just mean that things progress a lot quicker than they would have without with only 1 pound or ½ pound. They estimate there's approximately 1,000 worms in a pound, so I should have close to 2,000, but boy, they're awful small, so I'm guessing I probably have even more than that. Let me get a closer shot of what that looks like. There's a bunch of worms. They're actually, we're supposed to have been here yesterday, but our lovely post office didn't get them sorted until it was too late for me to pick them up. So they sat actually outside in a mailbox all night, and it got a little chilly last night. It was probably around low 40s, 42, something like that. So they're probably a little lethargic from the cold. But I'm expecting them to bounce right back as soon as things warm up a bit. And one thing I should say about the instructions that came with this, and it also came with a video on how to set it up. And I must say that there was a little bit of conflict between the video instructions and the written instructions on just how to set this up and what to do with it. So I just compromised and used my best judgment and a little bit of common sense. I think the worms will be happy. I'll cover them back up with the wet newspaper. And then one thing I'm going to do, since the worms stay away from the light, or they'll actually do what they can to get away from the light. They don't like light at all. I'm going to put a light over the worm bin overnight and leave it on all night for first couple of days to keep them from deciding to crawl out of the box, and in case they don't like it in there, and prevent them from trying to find a better home, because they're not going to find it in my shop here. All they're going to find is a concrete floor. So that's as far as I can go with it right now, and I'll let it sit for a day and peek in there and see what it looks like and see how things are going, and then hope for the best, and I'll keep you updated with another shot of it at that time. Thank you for watching.